The winds have shifted in Alethkar. Once Kholinar shone, a beacon of pride and glory. Now its towers groan beneath the weight of despair. Its people whisper of shadows moving in the rain, of oaths long broken beneath the thunder's roar. 4 souls drawn together, bound by threads unseen. An investigator chasing truth through a city drowning in secrets. A thief, mercenary by name, but fierce of heart, determined to save the home that scorns them. A fabric cloaked in falsehood, shaping light and metal, seeking to forge a better tomorrow before the storm consumes the present. The Vorin woman, staring defiance into the eyes of destiny, striving to become more than her world dares to allow. The city trembles. Cults, old and forgotten, whisper beneath the weeping stone. And from the tempest comes a call for those who would speak the last ideal.
Hello, Internet. Hello, www.twitch.tv/anotherworld tabletop. How are you doing tonight? How are we? Silent. You hear the tragic, complete lack of a soundtrack right now. For the watchers on YouTube, no, you don't. I added it. I added the music in post, and you're totally fine. And you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But for the live viewers right now, you people in particular, specifically Spoonie, actually, because you're the first non-cast member to say hello in chat, there's no music for you. And we apologize for that on behalf of Kenku, because as our wonderful, talented Bonita, Craig of Inspiration, has said, there is chatter on the internet that has said Kenku's down. Feels a little fucked up. Feels a little fucked up to be directly on our night to play The Last Ideal. Mr. Kenku, if you're in chat, I know you're a big fan. And I just want you to know that I think this is fucked up. And I will be speaking to your manager. So,
and your dad.
And your dad. Yeah, absolutely. I'm calling your mom, to be honest.
Wonderful pillars of the community. We love your work with Owlbear Rodeo and also Kenku.
Yeah, 100%. We're a huge fan.
Yeah,
we're huge fans. We love your product. We love what you do. It actually sucks and takes away from us when it isn't working. But we love you. We love you very, very much. Kisses. So we are on chapter 12. Sorry, I'm all fucked up. We are on chapter 12 of The Last Ideal, our Cosmere RPG actual play. And to give a little bit of a recap of what had happened last time, our lovely Radiance had made some interesting and very dynamic choices. There was a lot of experimentation. Our Elsecaller, Feronial, going and making a very concerted effort to explore their own power set, to look beyond the physical realm and into the cognitive in one of the most diverse and busy places of Kholinar. And our Alstrom, having had an encounter with a certain set of network individuals, two of the youths that operate underneath Navali. Then Navali themselves making a pretty big announcement, getting a consensus to truly find a home for the network. These sort of wayward, these wayward youths that had followed Navali into the breach, so to speak, and after Navali had slayed Cutter, leaving the network without a head, it was decided that they would go back to their traditional stomping grounds, to the warrens that had served as their home for so long. These carved out, soul casted sections of stone that act as cisterns and sluiceways for Kholinar's rainwaters were to be once again repurposed into a home for the network to operate within. Now, Berdalar made a series of choices. There was a few revelations that Berdalar's sister, Miala, had been in contact with operatives of Rave, the owner of one of the local gambling halls, an organized criminal of some renown and clout. And it had come to light that his family, by and large, were being browbeat and forced into a sort of oppressive financial situation. The small fortune that Berdalar had provided to sort of be a safety net, a cushion for his family's comfort and safety for the near future, was essentially robbed right out from underneath Miala by these operatives of Raves. Now, Berdalar, being the reasonable and long-term planning individual that he is, not one to fly off the handle or take anything too terribly personally, he immediately stormed to Rave's location, his own hideout, made a series of daring illusions and intimidations and incredible threats towards Rave in the form of direct and open threats against Rave's life with the use of a pilfered shard blade and recently revealed radiant powers. Rave in return, rather than be cowed, made a sort of open declaration of opposition towards Berdalar, putting them in a very tense future tete-a-tete. Whether that was Berdalar's intention remains to be seen, but it was the actions that he decided to take, drawing a line in the sand when it came to his family and not allowing anyone to simply step all over, the little Herdasian paradise that he has carved out for himself and his immediate circle in Little Herdaz. So where we sat at the very end was our group coming together and meeting at the Spark Flicker in order to sort of have a discussion about the operation that was offered to them by Tunavir all the way back. This sort of arrangement to go and collect a newcomer to the city. That being the lady known as Lady Azure, someone that was apparently coming from very, very far away and making their first appearance within Kholinar at Aesudan, the Queen's ball. Now, excuse me. So, what we sit in now is the sort of few hours to like half day of planning and collection of the last minute items, the going over of the dossiers, and the package that was delivered by Klim. So, seeing as none of you have went your separate ways yet, we can go over the specifics of said dossier. So, you sit within the environs of the basement of the Spark Flicker, and we can presume that you open up the folder and put the collected items onto the table. It is a collection of documents for the most part. Two of them being for the dark-eyed individuals within the party, that being Navali and Feraniel. Now, these documents are for attendance. You are official guests, recognized as the retinue of Bright Lord Rakor. And you read these documents as scratching at the door of the basement is a cat that is let in by one of the Spren. Tithe, everyone. I'm so sorry. So now, looking over these documents, it has a placard of attendance, a small paper document that dictates that you are in attendance as one of the member of the retinue of Bright Lord Rakor. Bright Lord Rakor is detailed in this dossier as an agent of Tunavir. This Bright Lord is going to essentially, the plan for you two is to very tangentially see to the needs of this Bright Lord Rakor. Your requirements, the two things that you are required to do this evening outside of collect Lady Azure. 1, attend the dinner sitting to the sides of Bright Lord Rakor. And 2, to be in attendance at Bright Lord Rakor's carriage at the end of the evening. This is to be your method of egress. The way that you can leave undetected. You may take Lady Azure and get her into this carriage. There is an addenda at the end of this small dossier and write-up, saying that should you choose to refuse these roles and these titles, you may go about this task as you wish. However, getting Lady Azure to the carriage at the end of the evening is a point of non-negotiability. And these personas have been given to you as are such. The names for these two positions are completely interchangeable. Either of you can take either one. One is Attendant Malen, and the other is the Attendant Savin. Other than that, go make merry, hang out with the other attendants. There will be many other attendants there for the evening. There will be plethora of dark eyes that will be mingling and gossiping and, making merry. Other than the actual formal dinner, the roles of the dark eyes attendants are usually those of information gathering, gossip. They are seen as sort of like the left and right hands of whatever Bright Lord they are supposed to be attending that evening, and they're used as the eyes and ears. But feel free to maneuver and do what you wish, and maneuver throughout the palace. A separate dossier is provided for the two mask light eyes, those being Berdelar and Alstrom. You are very formal escorts for a completely different Bright Lord. This is High General Auteur. High General Auteur is a direct member of the organization, which goes unnamed within this dossier. You'll be taking on the role of guards. These guards wear the traditional casual garb of a serving staff member, but it is understood that these serving staff can be armed. You may be seen as a representative of the palace itself in the in any matters dealing with dark eyes, in any matters dealing with ne'er-do-wells of the household. You are seen as an extension and a representative of Bright Lord Auteur. You have not two, but one single goal this evening. Bright Lord Auteur has his own agenda. You may conduct yourselves in any single way that you wish this evening, but there is an individual who is hiding their identity. And this is Bright Lady Baylor. Bright Lady Baylor, and you are given a portrait of this woman. She is apparently a complete fraud. She is masquerading as a Bright Lady of Aesodan's court, and your Bright Lord would like her revealed to him as the scion of a household that was disgraced and in debt from Yakoved. He needs this information brought to him, and he believes that she will be carrying markers of that station on her this evening in order to pass them off and have them destroyed by palace members. Besides that, your agenda for the evening is none of Bright Lord Auteur's business, and you will have much time to operate as you would like. These are the things that you've been given in exchange for essentially attendance to the palace in order to go and collect Lady Azure. So, besides that, there is a dead drop of disguises. The garments of the station that the two masked individuals will need, the garments and dresses or what have you of the femme individuals has been left to their own devices, seeing as the actual fashion of dark-eyed lady attendants is sort of less important as long as you don't overshadow your Bright Lord. So that is it. A map of the palace is provided, which you can all see within the campaign resources tab, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is on the bottom there. There is, of course, the vast majority of the evening will be taking place in the gardens for the pre-dinner social mingling period when everyone is starting to arrive. After that fact, you are to attend in the ballrooms for dance and socializing and the sort of formal greeting and meeting of the bright lords and ladies and their attendants of the of Queen Aesudan's ball. There is then there is going to be a fantastic dinner that is being thrown within the Eastern Gallery. And then at the very end of the evening, within the Sunwalk itself, there will be a presentation by Queen Aesudan of herself to the entire court in order to make an announcement. Beyond that, it is up to you what you would like to do.
I think my disguise makes me look stupid.
You hear Tila pipe up. What you usually wear makes you look stupid. I think you're actually going to look quite dapper.
I feel like I look stupid
Why do you feel that way?
because I'm all, I don't know, pressed. Alstrom, you'll be honest with me. Do I look stupid?
You're on mute.
Could you speak up?
Sorry, I was muttering to myself. You don't look stupid, but you don't look smart though either.
Okay.
I don't
no,
think you
that's-
look stupid.
No, Fear is right. Fear is right. You look great. I think that stepping outside of the usual trench coat and scowl it'll be good. You can get outside of that box and maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll like it. I think you dress up great.
Okay.
But how does it make you feel?
Stupid. No, it doesn't
There,
make
you
me
look
feel stupid.
great.
It makes me feel like the person that I've been trying to get away from for most of my life. So,
If it makes you feel any better, it is truly a disguise. You get to go in there and you get to use their own fashion sense against them. Does that feel good? Does it feel good that you get to weaponize their own sense of fashion and decor to help take them down from the inside?
yeah,
Do you think it's going to be
Sure.
comfy?
I hope not.
Okay. Well, I mean, right. Jez pipes up in Navali's ear, and if no one else can hear anything else, it says, "Are you gonna wear a dress? Is that what's happening right now? Are you gonna put a dress on?"
Well, I mean, attendants of Bright Lords aren't usually men.
No, but like you can't. You're not gonna be able to wear armor under that thing.
I was just like sitting there having a fucking existential crisis. Fully. Like, I guess so.
I can tell you tactically speaking, this is coming from a complete place of honesty. The greatest assassins that I have ever known in the entire history of pitched combat and armed warfare have worn dresses that are absolutely coated in blades on the inside. A man's garb can only fit so many. There's a lot of pockets inside those dresses. You won't be unarmed. I'll tell you that much.
That does make me feel a little better, I
Also,
guess.
blending in is blending in. Gender roles be
Stealth.
damned.
Stealth tactics.
Hiding in plain sight. I think you're doing the right thing, even if I think you're going to look stupid.
They look so incredibly uncomfortable.
Jez is not a huge fan of this. Jez is, you should be out there on the battlefield wearing, 3 layers of metal and flying above the troops, rallying them to a common cause. But if we need to get you
I
into
guess I'd rather that than wearing a dress, but I still don't want that.
Very, very fun, very, very like jokingly. He's like, I'll wear you down. I'll wear you down. Plate mail's comfy. You'd be shocked.
All right. Whatever. Just like you know how in anime when somebody's got like the little dark purple lines over them, it's got like little storm clouds. That's Nev right now.
The
fully.
despair lines. The despair lines.
Yes,
Yeah,
the despair lines.
yeah, absolutely.
Bertolar makes eye contact with Nev and just nods.
Yeah, we're handshake emoji right now. Wait, what's that? I don't know what an emoji is.
Frame is in the back of Fira's ear. I have several incredibly robust ways to describe color theory to you in regard to the fashion sense of bright ladies of the current age of Kholinar. If you would like to hear them, they are actually rather they're quite in depth. It's a special interest of mine.
Maybe not right now, but yeah, you can tell me about it when we leave.
I can write them down.
Okay, that sounds good. But Fira's gonna lean over and be like, does anything say when she's supposed to arrive in the schedule?
I can say verifiably no. There are a few things that, like, the details are unfortunately thin. You have, like, the location that you're supposed to be, the times that you are supposed to be there, and like when the times are. Like, you spend about an hour and a half within the gardens. You spend about 30 minutes within the grand entry arriving. You spend about an hour and a half in the ballroom actually dancing and having a good time. And then like it's about like 45 minutes to an hour of meal. And then like a 30-minute sort of appearance within the Sunwalk. There is not a single mention of who else is going to be in attendance. And there is not a single mention of when or where Lady Azure is going to be appearing.
Bertolar is gonna hold his hand out in front of him.
Tila.
Tila, this little like red geometric shape, like dripping into your hand, appears before you. Yeah. Yes.
Show me.
And I will try and activate Future Sight.
God, right now, right here. Seriously? And then she like expands your consciousness, and you feel like your brain opening up. Yeah. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that is a straight up
Deduction test.
deduction test, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, 17 plus.
I would like you to raise the stakes, please, before we get the actual
Okay.
result.
I'm gonna re-roll that once.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Opportunist. So that is a 22 plus 2 and a complication, so a total of 24 and a complication.
A total of 24 and a complication. Okay. So in your mind palace, this sort of like causeway of your own consciousness, you start taking a walk. This, you know, the city streets and the buildings containing windows, looking into like potential futures at this point. It's a little odd because it's more clarity than you have. You aren't suddenly shunted into something else. This is the first time that you're very directly asking for precognition in a meaningful, unpanicked way. And Tila's there walking beside you, and you see in this mind palace that Tila looks completely alien to the way that you have seen her before. Either the sort of faux femme figure that you had seen before, sitting about like waist height, or the more abstract geometric, almost snowflake shape, dripping the red liquid. This is a crimson gown covered feminine individual, standing maybe 6'9", 6'10", toweringly tall, and broad-shouldered, incredibly powerful looking, large traps, large biceps, big forearms, a very beefy individual, like a warrior's build, wearing this dress as she walks with her hands behind her back beside you. And you hear her, and she says, "I don't know where you got this, but your clarity is rather impressive this evening. I guess, you know, when fate calls." And she leads you through the streets of this pseudo Kholinar, walking past windows where you get flashes of like a face without features. You get, you know, a weather pattern passing over hills that you don't recognize. You get the face of a Shin man that you don't know. And then eventually she leads you to this gigantic pool that is in the middle of Kholinar. You recognize it as a reflecting pool, you know, that people will gather around, et cetera, but it's something that you've spent enough time in that it is like crystalline within your mind. And you see a scene playing out in the reflection. In the sky above, there is nothing, but reflected in this placid water is a rather stark scene in front of you. And you don't get to ask for the exact details, like when is Lady Azure appearing or anything like that. But what you do get is you have Rave. He is present. And you see almost through a third person him looking, and then you sort of shoop into his first person view, and he's looking daggers at you out on the dance floor. You are doing gosh knows what, and he's just watching you. You see him, he's whispering to his own attendants, and you feel it. You feel it. It's very direct. This is about as much concrete evidence as you've ever received from precognition. He's killing you tonight. He's absolutely killing you tonight. It's not a question of if. It's not a question of a potential that's going to happen. Unless you stop it, Rave is going to find you. He's going to cut you in half with a shard blade, and then he's going to ram it through your head. You are going to die. He follows you. He watches your every move. He waits for you to be alone for even one singular moment, and then he makes his move, and you are dead. Besides that, it would seem that the rest of the evening goes off rather without a hitch. Your entire crew seems to be pretty good at what they're doing without, you see a bit of fogginess around Nev. Things can go good, things can go bad. You see a little fogginess around Fira. Things can go good, things can go bad. You see a bit of fogginess around Alstrom. You see Wave darting in and under doors over things. You see them like sitting on the back. There's one very interesting moment where you see Wave undulating upon the dress of Queen Aesudan. And then you notice that you see that figure. You see a woman dressed all in blue, wearing a brilliant gold breastplate with a sword of pure silver, appearing within the gardens of the Palace of Kholinar. If that isn't Lady Azure, you would eat your little newsboy cap. So those are the starkest images that you've ever received from precognition. You've seen a lot, but rarely have you seen a play-by-play like that. As far as complications go, the reading is exactly that. You see your death, and it very much rattles you. You feel it. You feel yourself stabbed. Your eyes smoke out of your head. Your body goes limp, the bottom half gray, the top half flailing while he enters the blade into your skull. It's unsettling. It's horrifying. And you know that if you are not on the absolute best that you have ever been this evening, if you walk into this palace and you don't do every single thing within your power to stop that from happening, Rave is going to kill you. Tila looks to you. She says, Storms.
I think I might have made him mad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. This soon? In the palace?
Hey, they're your visions or whatever, so.
No, they're your visions. These are your visions. You did. I'm like a looking glass. I'm like the lemon that reveals secret ink. It's not like I'm a facilitator. This is you. You're seeing this. I'm the brush that paints the picture. You're the hand.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just, guess we'll handle it then.
Or don't go.
No, we're going.
Why?
Because I'm probably safer around those three than I am by myself, so.
You see that the faux worry that you hadn't noticed on her face fades away. And she just looks to you. Those are the wrong words. And then your vision fades.
Okay. Okay, good news. Tonight, it's going to go great.
And did you see the future?
Yeah, pretty much. So I think we're going to be set. Good as gold. As long as, you all don't screw it up, I guess.
Well, what'd you see? What happened?
Yeah.
So I saw Wave is going to be friends with Queen Aesudan. And is going to be being a little spy. And I'm going to be dancing with somebody, I think. And Azure's going to show up, and we're going to take care of it. So.
Really, it's that simple. Insight.
Yeah. You can roll that with advantage, because piping up from on Alstrom's face, because he has no sense of personal space whatsoever. Wave goes lies.
So is that deception versus insight?
That would be deception versus insight for sure. Yeah.
20 on deception.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll my advantage. I got this.
Please beat me.
No, actually.
Please beat me.
I got an 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not-
seems
I'm only
like
good at
he's
fighting
telling
and
the
nothing else.
truth.
No, wait. Some other stuff happens, but I'm not going to go into the entire detail of my whole vision. We're going to be here all night. We got stuff to do.
Well, are we gonna, since we're gonna be serving different Bright Lords, do you think we're gonna be able to work together at all? What did you see that?
Should we come up with some like signals that we can use?
Yeah, how are we gonna coordinate?
Don't know.
Wave is
I'll
just like
come
We may-
whisper or something.
me.
Oh,
Yeah, but like,
Ah,
can you only talk to like us and not talk to other people?
I
or
can
like,
talk to
can you
anyone.
communicate with us but have not other people hear it?
Yes. Only you.
Can you try it right now?
No.
It's a good lie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
maybe we should focus on our benefactors, our covers, whatever you want to call them, until we can get away.
Jez pipes up. They do say that you're going to have a lot of downtime. Like, you're only required for a certain number of things a night. Like, you're also given autonomy, right? Am I reading this wrong?
Seems that way.
Yeah, like you can walk away from your attending Bright Lord.
Does it say what time the general's arriving? Like, do we have to go in with him, or can we like, are we arriving later?
It's assumed that you'll be arriving near the beginning of the evening, and like the general and the Bright Lord are both going to be arriving like within 10-15 minutes of each other at the very beginning of the evening during greeting period within the greeting hall. You're all arriving roughly at the same time. If you want to say exactly at the same time, we can definitely accommodate that. But like, it's so close to one another. Like, it is Queen Aesodan's ball at the Palace of Kholin. Like, it's super important. People aren't showing up fashionably late. Like, folks aren't going to be disrespecting decorum. Like, if anybody does, it might be like a second dawn high prince. Like, we're talking about like the most important people in the entire realm are going to be here. People will be on time. They will be dressed appropriately, and the evening will go off without a hitch unless the queen herself dictates otherwise.
well, strategy-wise, we should probably make it so no one's by themselves completely at any point. And she's gonna look at Bear when she says that.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely agree. We should always make sure at least one of us can see someone else, you know?
Yeah, like a buddy system.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly
good
we're
idea.
getting into. Yeah.
Okay, Alstrom, you want to be my buddy?
Yeah, of course I'll be your buddy.
You both are working with the same, yeah.
But Wave and Tila, can you memorize the image of this person we're supposed to find? And if you see them before we do, can you let us know?
Wave is still on your face, and You feel him like sort of undulate for a second. It's like very much a pattern that you recognize as like him thinking. At this point, you feel like your face dimple a little bit and then vibrate, and he's like, yes, but humans look the same. 2 arms, 2 legs. Different other bits, but you have to look underneath the clothes. It's hard to tell.
You don't need to do that.
Please don't do that.
How will I know?
Please don't do that.
Fine. Tila says, yeah, I can just memorize the faces for sure.
What was that? Sorry.
Yes. I can memorize the faces for sure. I can do that.
What about you, Jez?
What about me? What do you mean?
Well, can you remember the faces?
I will be standing on guard and looking for any threats.
Excellent.
Yes, of course. Anyone who dares raise a weapon in your direction will be laid low through my exacting acumen of.
That's not what I asked you, my friend.
Well, what do you need?
I point to the portraits on the table. Remember these faces. But also all the other stuff, too. You know, it's very important.
A vanguard is the very first spear to respond to a threat. It is the sole purpose of members of the team of reconnaissance to memorize faces and I'm not. And then you hear and then his voice shifts to really low and just in Nev's ear. I'm not super good with your faces yet. It's been a really long time since I've been on the material plane, and it's a little hard for me still, so I'll try to memorize it for your sake, but I'm trying to save face.
I'm also doing that.
Nev,
okay, all right.
Ollie,
okay.
I'm trying to save face so that they don't think that I'm bad at this.
Thanks so much, Jazz. You're the best.
Thank you. Can you say that my guardianship will be more than enough? Can you say that out loud? Oh, you're so mean to me. I'm a shard of God, and you're going to do this to me. Find the disrespect, and just turns around on your shoulder and pouts in the direction of the wall, indignant.
And Bear, did you say you saw where she arrives?
I did, right?
Yes, the garden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I did. She shows up in the garden wearing a gold breastplate and looking very azure, so...
Maybe we can agree to try to keep checking in on the garden, then? Since we don't know when, right? I'm just trying to think of a plan.
Be escaping out there as often as possible.
With me, buddy system, right?
Right, outside, away from the people.
Yeah.
It'll be like a windmill.
Frame.
I mean, if you know where I'm going to be, technically that is buddy system.
Frame very suddenly grows to be about 7 feet tall, hunching down in the basement of this, looking down very intensely at Bertalar. Did you hear what time she will be arriving?
No.
Do you think you could extrapolate from any of the clues from your vision, your precognition of the future?
It's an 8 on deduction. Can I figure out what time she's
Not a clue,
up?
not a singular clue.
I didn't see the suns or moons or stars or anything, so I'm gonna go with no.
Frame begins to shrink and then says, it would seem as if Feraniel has greatly exaggerated your abilities as a detective.
You're just kind of mean, huh?
I mean, that's not nice.
I was being honest.
Oh, boy.
Remember what we were talking about, though? Sometimes...
It seems as if everyone is uncomfortable by what I said.
because it was mean.
Oh,
You know,
I am sorry.
And that's your opinion.
I'm sorry you're bad at being a detective. I'm sure I'm sure you will get better with time and effort.
you're right. It's, practice and perfection are one and the same. So
Perhaps finding one of the myriad other detectives that are better than you will help.
there are none. I'm actually the best in town.
That is disheartening to hear.
I know.
Right.
That's why I became one.
Ah, a necessity due to the complete lack of others.
I look to Fiera. I like him actually. It's kind of refreshing.
So I've got stuff to do. So
Oh, I have to go shopping.
I think you're a great detective. There, yeah. But yeah, shopping.
Definitely gotten better in recent years.
yeah, like I said, stuff to do. Bye.
Tila whispers in Bear's ear, he hasn't gotten any fucking better. He was like this before too. And it's sort of like at this point that Bear, you like as much as everyone in the room has just heard that you're a terrible detective, something clicks a little bit. This isn't the first time that multiple of the Spren have spoken about knowing one another. And that's just sort of something that you log away for now.
Bertalar thinks all Spren know each other. For the record, after this, he
super
genuinely
fair.
thinks they all know each other.
All of them, yeah, they all go home to the Spren house and hang out with one another. And that's just it. Fun fact, that little device that Gem is playing with right now, that loading screen thing, that's known as a throbber.
What?
Yeah, that is the official name for a spinning loading symbol. It's called a throbber. And never
Thanks
in
for
my
ruining it for all of us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
If I can't ever unhear that or unthink it every single fucking time I see one of those now, I'm sorry, all of you have to see it too, yeah.
So it would not be wrong to call it a buffering throbber.
Yeah. The throbber is what shows you that something is buffing. Yeah. I'm sorry, everyone. I learned that like 3 weeks ago. Fucked up my day. Anyway.
Shopping.
Yeah, shopping time. So I think we're going to zoom out from this scene within the spark flicker, within this actual secret room containing weaponry and equipment, etc., etc. I do want to ask a single question though before everybody leaves, because I know it's something that's a little bit important. Are there any like tools of the trade that you would like to snag before heading out? These are things like rope. These are things like pittons. It is various tools for escaping and gaining entry to places. Grappling hook, rope, pittons, climbing boots, like the little spiked climbing boots, things like that. There are a few like sort of tools of the trade when it comes to those sorts of things, and if not, that's totally okay. If you don't feel like you can carry it on your person.
Forgive me if this is completely off base because I actually don't know the answer. Are
Yeah.
ball bearings a thing in this game?
Yeah, ball bearings are absolutely a thing in this game, yeah. Yep, 100%.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want some of those.
I would say actually, due to the fact that I would say marbles would probably be actual. You know what? We're gonna do a little bit of world building here, and this is solely for my own benefit because I only just thought of this. The method for creating spheres is largely not delved into within the Cosmere. I've read multitude of Stormlit Archives books. I'm almost halfway through Wind and Truth. I've read almost all of them. And the reality is they never really get into the manufacture of spheres. They're just currency. So I would imagine in the casting of spheres that like there's plethoras of marbles that are made, little glass marbles with like imperfect gems or like, that can't hold stormlight or just little glass beads that have taken on colors, things like that. So I would say marbles and ball bearings are something that are like very easy to get.
Sounds great.
So yeah, you definitely
I-
can have a bag of ball bearings or bag of marbles.
Is there a small hand mirror?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, 100%.
And yeah.
No, okay.
The only thing I don't have on me
Mhm.
that I would like is a small knife.
Yeah,
Not like a dagger, but like a pocket knife.
Yeah, like a little pen knife kind of situation, like a letter or opener affair kind of. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Small.
Yeah, absolutely, totally.
Oh.
Yeah.
For being a strategist, I don't think Fira would like know what to grab for something like this. This is not her wheelhouse.
You know what? I think it would. Yeah, this would make sense. Frame whispers into the back. Fira, I don't know if you can decide if you're starting to get used to it or not, but like Frame very much hides on the back, like as a very tiny version of himself. He hides on the back like an ink blot of your ear, so that he can whisper into your ear very, very quietly and have you hear it. And Frame just says, "You should have some sort of weapon. If someone would try to kill you, your bare hands are not very deadly at all."
I was planning on getting a dress I could hook my sword under the skirt.
I was going to suggest some sort of virulent and deadly poison.
Well,
Perhaps a blackbane leaf. You could blow the powder in a face, and it would kill them incredibly quickly.
that seems
Effective,
harsh.
I know. Oh, that as well. Yes, perhaps it is also harsh. He sounds like legitimately unconcerned with it.
I could, yeah, sure. Where would I get that?
I don't know.
Oh,
A
okay.
blackbane plant would likely be a good place to start.
Well, I will look for one of those.
Do you think that poison is too much?
I don't want to kill anyone.
You have already
don't want
killed
to
one,
mess
though.
Fira's gonna be quiet at that.
Do you think that you would not be able to make that decision again?
I don't know. I think it would depend on what's at stake. To be fair, I don't think I even made that decision the first time. It just happened.
Frame goes silent for a second as like you're standing and having this conversation. I would be sad if you died.
Thanks for saying that, Frame. I really hope I don't die at this party or anytime soon. Yeah. So we're going to try our best. Okay?
Yes. And before we zoom out, he just gives this same blunt reminder. I would like you to recall that your best in the past has been far from good enough. But I respect that you are trying.
Yep. Just gotta keep trying to get better. But I need a dress first, so we can start there, and I'll look for that plant.
He gets a little animated. No, seriously, I have so many notes on color theory for the Bright Ladies and Bright Lords of Kholinar. I would like very much for you to read them.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we're going to zoom out from there. Folks, this is where we are going to take our human break. We've sort of crossed the Rubicon of the first half of our evening, and then we are going to get into this quick little shopping montage between Navali and Feraniel, and then we are going to get to the ball. Stick around. As always, first of all, we love you. Second of all, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your cousin, tell your local congressperson, tell your local delivery clerk, tell your DoorDash driver, tell your Uber driver, tell your mail delivery person, tell your local librarian that Another World Tabletop is live right now telling Cosmere RPG stories. And most importantly of all, as we say every single episode, tell your dog that we love them. We will be back in 10 minutes. We will see you then. Don't miss us too much. Hello, internet. Hello, my friends. Did you tell your dog that we love them? God, I hope you did. I so hope you did. We are going to jump right back into the action. And the fashion district of Kholinar is, it is I wouldn't call it, let me find the scene. I would not call it Spartan by any sense of the word, but the reality is that fashion within within Alethkar, within the Vorin religious nations, Yakoved, Karbranth, Alethkar, Herdaz to an extent, they all subscribe to fairly strict lines of fashion. The feminine population wear havas in most formal occasions, a little bit dressed up, but the left hand of the garment bears a safe pouch. It has the longer sleeves to cover the safe hand of the attending individual. The garments are, by and large, a sort of longer, more conservative affair. Very little skin being shown in general. If there is to be really any skin being shown, it's usually not along the arms, it's along the legs. But that being said, the plethora of colors that can be mixed and worn and accented by different accent pieces like your necklaces and wrist jewelry on non-safe hands, the buttons being different colors, etc., 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 are all things that can be customized. So I will ask the question of Feraniel and of Navali. Where do you start? How do you bring up this conversation? Where do you go? Feraniel is, I think, a little uninitiated herself, and Navali is a scruffy individual, to be kind.
So Fira doesn't know like the stores to go to, but she still knows her way around the city, and so she's like past the places. She remembers one that had like a dress in the window that was this like sky blue color that she really liked, and so that's going to be the first thing she offers. Want to go there?
I mean, yeah, I guess any place is as good as any other, right?
Yeah, of course.
If Jez and Frame could exchange looks in this moment, they certainly would. Frame pipes up, not having a real throat to clear, but clearing his throat in a perfunctory way.
Oh my god.
Categorically, there will be shops that are demonstrably better than other shops.
Okay, but I remember seeing a dress I liked in the window of this one, or at least it was had a pretty color. You were telling me about the colors.
Frame doesn't say a single word after that fact, holding his tongue after being chided a while back for being mean. And Jez says, I think sky blue is an excellent color on a lady such as yourself. I think that if we found something equivalent to Navali, I think something sky-toned with, accents of greens and perhaps, brilliant whites would be quite good. I think the colors and the different accents of the sky would be brilliant on the pair of you.
Really? Blue? I don't want to wear blue.
Well, we can see what looks good.
Yeah, we'll try things. I don't really want to be here probably any more than you do, so let's just get this over with, please.
I'm kind of excited, but...
Oh. Nev looks so disappointed, like, I thought I had somebody on this with me. Okay.
The pair of you walk within the shop, and it's a little overwhelming, but in a good way to Fira, in a bad way to Navali. Oh, no. There are bolts of fabric of every color under the sun, designs of Hava that are, there's more conservative with the double buttons leading up to the neck. There's the less conservative, split leg on either side, leading, being a little bit more revealing and scandalous, perhaps. There are designs that are mostly monochrome, with, a brilliant sky blue or a simple sort of, like a saffron yellow, and to sort of grander designs with like floral patterns and sky patterns, details of the wind or of clouds, of paisley designs, vines and leaves, etc., etc., etc. There's Hava that contain colors that fade from bright down to dark towards the leg. It's really a wonderland, and it's obvious that the different textile stores of Kholinar contain, even at a glance, even just walking into a shop that looked okay, contains like multitudes that would be more than good enough for an attending dark eyes to a bright lord.
Is there like an attendant in there in the store or anything like that?
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. There's multiple staff members. There's a few other customers that are being helped. This is like a fairly reputable shop. You're within the fashion district itself, and a young female attendant, bright-eyed, a light-eyed woman walks up to the pair of you. She's wearing one of the signature pieces of the store, a window within the chest, and very stark, like bony shoulder pads on either side, and an incredibly decorated safe hand piece. She looks like she'd be on the cusp of fashion within the city. She looks to the pair of you. My dears, may I be bold for a moment and say that perhaps you need a little bit of help?
Yes, Seer, we need outfits for a very fancy party. Can you help us?
A very fancy party.
Very
You know,
fancy.
I happen to be specialized in helping out fine young ladies in attending very fancy parties.
Perfect.
So, what is it that you were looking for this evening? Were you looking for something that is going to be more utilitarian? Were you looking for a piece that is going to make an impression? Is there some blend in between? Did you want a safe hand piece that is going to stand out? Jewelry that goes with it? Do you have any accent pieces that you would like to focus the garment around?
Neva's fully hiding behind Fira right now, even though they're the same height, I think.
Fira is like trying to put off this air like she knows what she's doing. And like she's done this before and like shopped like this before, but she definitely hasn't. So she's gonna be like, well, we can try on the dresses, right?
Many of the dresses are available to be tried on, yes.
Okay. She's gonna think back to the one she saw in the window, and she's like, can I try that one first, and then I'll decide the rest later."
Oh, you're looking at the... Yes, that is actually a signature piece that was custom sewn for one of the bright ladies that attends Asa Dan's court. She came in, she made the custom order. It was forgotten to time. The bright lady got too busy and she said, please just sell it. And so we are selling it for the regular off-the-rack price, but it is a specialty custom piece. And she says this all while, taking the garment off of the rack off of the display and bringing it down. We have a few changing rooms if you would like privacy. So please go ahead and take your time.
Nev, did you have a color you were looking for?
The lady puts her hand on your shoulder. My dear, please go take your time. I'll take care of your friend.
Fear's gonna hesitate and then like slowly
Neville's so uncomfortable.
slowly walk to the dressing room and then like peer behind.
Also, I'm standing, Nev is standing there looking like they would rather, like, just meld into the rack of clothes than be physically visible in this space, and has her arms crossed to hide the fact that she's not wearing a glove on her safe hand in this very proper-looking store, and is just kind of is doing the most to appear as uncomfortable and standoffish as possible, so this lady leaves her alone.
This lady grabs Nev's eye line and looks at you. My dear, what is it that you need to go and do?
I don't normally wear nice clothes like this, so I might need extra help. I don't know what anything's called. I don't know what any of this is. I just want to be a good attendant.
Can I ask where you'll be attending?
That thing that the queen is throwing soon?
Aesodan's gala. Yes. You're going to be attending
Yep.
Queen Aesudan's gala?
Yeah.
Who do you work for?
Does it above table? Does it say anywhere in the dossier that we should say that we shouldn't say who we're working for outside of it? Like, is
Nope,
there any
everything
stipulation?
is everything on paper. You were told
Everything is above board.
you were told by Tunavir that all of the documents and all of the attendance was totally above board.
Bright Lord Rakor?
The woman's face, like she has this like very bemused sort of like half smile on her face. No, my dear, who do you work for?
Oh. Oh no. Oh, I guess I probably look pretty obvious, don't I? Actually, can I insight this lady?
Oh my god,
'Cause
please.
I don't want to. Yeah. And Nev does not have res insight. Okay, great. Hey, okay. 21 total. I got an 18 on the die.
Okay.
Lucky me.
It would seem as if there's some sort of like duplicitous, like doublespeak going on. This woman, you've been made before. This is not the first time that someone has like clocked you for what you are. Nev kind of like wears that on their sleeve. So
What do you mean? I'm not all scarred up and weird anymore.
Yeah, that's right. That has to be it. You're not just like wearing a thieves garb and also like not wearing a safe hand glove and all these different things. And so
Okay.
she looks at you, she's like, no. Who do you work for?
I'll just like rattle off a random. No, actually, I won't do that. Have you ever heard of? Actually, I will use it. Have you ever heard of the Phantom Drayer?
Being a little bit coy and you see this woman like sort of socially navigating what you're trying to say. She gestures to the sign, and it is a splatter of paint that seems to make a very cool design in Alethi script, and it is the ink blot. We here at the ink blot cater to a very discerning clientele. When there is an instance for individuals to need a certain garment for a certain job, we've been known to acquiesce to that and customize to the attendees. She uses the word like very intentionally, needs and wants. It's obvious that you've walked in here. I don't believe, and I wouldn't believe if you told me that you had worn a dress once in your entire life. That means absolutely nothing to me, and I can educate you in all of the things that you're going to need in order to attend this gala of Queen Aesudan's. So,
sorry, you're cutting out because you're.
oh,
talking
okay,
too
yeah.
loud.
I will be more than willing to walk you through all of the things that you need in order to attend Queen Aesudan's gala, and it matters not a whit to me that you do not know how to wear these garments whatsoever. I can customize them to your specifications. Your friend seems to have a different idea of what they need, and that is fine. It is okay to dress up pretty and be an attendee. I presume that is not what you need.
I don't particularly enjoy standing out in general.
Something plain, something form-fitting,
But in fashion.
something in fashion, something that you can use to blend in, but isn't going to stand out, and something that
Nev cringes when they say in fashion.
And I'm assuming within your safe hand glove, which you will wear.
Oh, yeah, definitely gonna do that.
You're going to want something for hiding. Correct?
Nev just nods slowly.
My name's Talinial.
Talinial. I'm Nivali.
It's nice to meet you, Nivali. I see how awkward you feel, and I can tell you that it is a delight to be able to help you. I believe your friend is going to be coming along any second now. I think it would be best that it make it seem that we did not have this conversation whatsoever, and we'll make it seem very organic, that I am helping you pick out what you want, and heck, you might even seem like a natural at the end of all this. Now, and then, like, with an exacting gaze, looks over towards the changing room. What does Ferraniel look like?
So Ferraniel's struggling to put this thing on. I think she was kind of also waiting for Nivali to like come and try something on, because she's like, I don't know if this is right. It's like, this feels weird. So she's like kind of just waiting, like with the dress half on, and like trying to listen.
Ooh,
to see if
okay,
the okay.
Then yeah, time passes, and the Talinial brings Nivali to the dressing room. Here's something for you to try on. And the woman looks you up and down and just says, I can't teach you how to walk and I can't teach you how to act, but there's 3 things I'm going to tell you. 1, absolutely, you're going to have to unwrap this, and then points to your to your torso. 2, you're going to want to learn how to walk on tiptoes, because you're going to get shoes to match, and it's going to make your butt look great, and that's going to be something that you have to deal with. And 3, and then she gently puts a hand on your thigh and says, this is going to be the easiest place for you to hide a blade. And then points you towards the change rooms and where Ferraniel is.
I think Nev, like a disciplined student, is just like nodding and mentally taking note and wishing that she had something to actually take notes on, because she doesn't know what's going on. Goes over to the changing rooms. Vera, do you need help?
Nev, yes.
Okay.
I feel like a cupcake.
Oh no. I think I'll walk over to wherever I hear the voice. Can I come in, or is that weird?
Yeah. Fine. Is this right? And she's gonna like open the curtain or whatever, and like, can you help me? This feels awkward.
Well, I'm not a big dress person, but I know buttons are mismatched when I see them, and I'm like, can I help with the buttons in the back? Because that's probably how a lot of things are fastened on Roshar. There's not a fashion guide for Roshar, you guys. We're really making stuff up as we go. Grant Sanderson, we know you're a huge fan of the stream. Give us a damn fashion guide.
Yes,
Brando,
please.
we know you love us. We know you love us in particular. Please, fashion guide just for us.
So, and look, this one, it's like bigger. It's bigger on the bottom, and I like what I was saying. I think I could have my sword on my underneath, because it's a little less form fitting on the bottom.
Yeah, if it flares out, it could hide.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you gonna stop it from jingling?
Well, walk carefully.
Okay, yeah. You know, proper ladies walk slow, right? So
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know, you look more like a proper lady than I do. I hold up the dress that I've been assigned to attempt to try on. I have to figure out how to put this thing on, so.
I mean, you just help me. I can help you as well. And then maybe we'll both kind of look like proper ladies.
Yeah, okay. Give me a second. Just gonna hide in the other changing room. Really just because Nev doesn't actually want Veroniel's help, but is just hiding in the other room to try and change. Dexterity
There's
save
my-
while I put the stupid dress on.
Very
You'd say,
noticeably, Giselle is like up in the top corner of the dressing room, looking into the corner of the dressing room, completely just like hands behind his back, doing every single thing he can not to look upon Navali. Should you need any help, I do encourage you to call for Veroniel.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna ask you to help me put a storming dress on. Because I'm like taking off my regular clothes and putting on the dress. I do probably struggle far longer than necessary to get it on.
Well, while you're struggling, I think Fira is going to wait there awkwardly for a while you're getting dressed. But as it's like taking time, I think she's going to walk like close to, I'm assuming they're like curtains or something.
Yeah, like two curtained
Yeah.
dressing chambers. They're very, very like casual.
Navali,
Yeah.
I know you don't like me, but can I ask you something?
I think this kind of hits Nev out of nowhere. I'll like move the curtain aside because I've got the dress at least mostly on at this point. I don't. I'm not good with people, Fira. It's not that I don't like you, but
You
feel
don't
free
have to
ask,
correct it. Yeah.
ask whatever you want.
It was easier through the curtain. And she's gonna whisper, you told me a few weeks back that killing or ending a life changes you. When you end someone's life, do you ever stop seeing their face when you close your eyes? She's gonna look really uncomfortable asking this question.
I expect it's different for everyone, but yes, eventually you do.
I keep replaying the moment before, and it's like all I'm seeing every time I try to sleep. And I did what I had to do, but I don't regret saving Bear. I just don't know what this makes me. And she's gonna look up at you.
It makes you a warrior, Fira. Unfortunately, it comes with the territory.
I don't want to become someone who can just do that without feeling it.
I'm definitely not that. I don't think you have to if you don't want to. I think that's a choice people make. To hurt other people and not feel anything about it. I think that's a choice. And you don't have to make that choice if you don't want to.
Yeah. You look great in that dress. Do I look ridiculous in this?
No, you look like a storming high princess. That's very sparkly. Do you think you're gonna stand out a lot? Or, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? We can wear whatever we want.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Fira has already decided on this dress. Like she likes it. So she's not gonna change her mind.
Yeah. This looks functional. I look down at the dress that I'm wearing.
It's different.
It is. It's like a traditional Hava, so high collar, tiny cutout in the upper chest area, so it doesn't show anything. Buttons that are like brass going up the side, long on the right hand, long half cut sleeve that flows down like past the like hip area. Actual safe hand sleeve dress that has the pouch and different I guess it would be Alethi embroidery because we are in Alethkar.
You say
and-
that, but Alethkar very much borrows from all of the neighboring kingdoms. Adolin himself, within the first 3 books, mentions it quite a bit that the current high fashion borrows from all of the nations around. Yakovet accents, Herdazian filigrees, Carbranthi neck pieces, etc., would be well in fashion.
Yeah, it's got like subtle embroidery on it that doesn't stand out too terribly much, but it's still like fashionable, even if it is a little bit more on the simple side. Not that it's plain, it's just more simplistic than Fira's dress. This is probably fine. I'm only gonna wear it once.
Well, I think it looks great.
Is it too boring? Do I have to do more?
No.
Okay, great. I don't want to do more anyway.
We should get what was she saying? Shoes and adornments, right? We have to get the whole look.
I think she said, I don't know, she said a lot of words to me and I'm still trying to remember them. I look helplessly out into the sea of racks and racks and racks of dresses on various fashion pieces to see if our attendant is still around.
Talinial is standing out amongst the racks, and she is holding a wooden case in her hands, waiting for you.
Oh. I think we've got ones that might be good.
Yeah.
She walks over. Miss, yours looks fantastic. She's pointing at Feraniel. Yours looks fantastic. Excellent job choosing the dress. A high lady would be proud to be wearing something like that. And Navali, you are going to be quite perfunctory. This will do. Your attendance and your appearance will not be questioned.
Right.
And then she opens up this box, and it's just an assortment of earrings and bangles and necklaces, small diadems, hair pieces for holding hair in place, etc., etc., etc. Miss, I didn't get your name.
Feraniel.
Feraniel. If I could suggest, you have a wild mane of hair, and while it is beautiful and incredibly spectacular colored, here you go. I would suggest a headpiece of some sort. And for you, my dear, I would suggest bangles, things to adorn the wrist that will not get in the way, perhaps something functional upon the ankle. And of course, I would... something sturdy to be worn about the neck.
Yeah, okay.
And you go through this, you buy a couple of pieces, necklaces and earrings, and a very sturdy neck piece for Navali. Navali, you have held weapons in your hand the vast majority of your life, especially considering like your line of work. This feels like a dressed up garrote wire.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
cool.
She takes
When I realized that, I'm just like, oh, cool.
This is a side of like high society and fashion that Nev hasn't ever really thought about, but like this is a side of like stealth and espionage that, I mean, it's the other side of things, right? And she rings you up. She takes the spheres that were allotted for the task that you were given. You have more than enough. And just before you leave, she just says, "Good luck at the gala. If you do get a chance, I presume you're working with a man named Berdalar? Is this correct?"
I'll nod.
Just tell him I said hi.
Do you know him? Oh, please tell me you don't know Bear.
We know one another.
Okay.
We work in some of the same circles. He may not recognize the name at this point.
Got it. And as I say that, I'm sliding over the little slip of like parchment or paper or whatever that has the notes of what kinds of like inside pockets and things I want, like vague ideas. I'm like, if these don't work, that's fine. I trust you to come up with an alternative.
What it comes down to is that should you need, you'll get this to your specification. It'll be exactly it. Seeing as you already have expertise in thievery, regardless of whether someone is looking into you, it will take quite literally a supernatural edge in order to find a hidden item that you choose, bringing into the gala.
Nice. Okay. Love that.
All right.
Nev looks a lot less uncomfortable by the end of this. Just like, okay, this wasn't as bad as I anticipated.
On the way out, Fira's gonna be like, "What was that about?" With she knows Berdalar?
Yeah, he probably,
He's buying dresses.
Nope. He might like women who sell dresses, though.
Oh. Like, that wasn't even like Fira's first thought.
Frame in the back of on the back of Feraniel's ear. I believe that Navali is speaking about copulation.
God damn it.
Fira turns bright red.
Navali, am I correct?
Oh.
Not strictly that, but yeah. Or he worked with her. Who knows? I mean, and I kind of lean into Fira. I mean, there was
Okay.
this, as we're walking, there was this one time where we were working a job together, and we had to go into a brothel. That was my idea. I do regret it, even to this day. I saw things I don't want to ever see again. But it's fine. He seemed a little too comfortable in environments like that. That's all I'm saying.
Fira looks like shell-shocked at all this information at once. Just and bright red.
Jez turns a brilliant shade of cerulean and just looks directly to Nev. Are we working with a whorish man? Is that what we? He is a bright lord. He is supposed to be a bastion of high society. He's a detective. He's a man of the law.
Nobles are like the actual worst of the worst. Bear is the exception, of course.
I've seen the way that they treat sex workers in this nation. If he is soliciting them, then he should be working on taking the institution down and creating a form of legalization. And not soliciting. Bear Delar.
Okay.
Bear Delar. And you hear the indignation in his voice.
I didn't say that. I didn't say any of that. I just
Navali,
said
we will
did
be
a job
having
once.
words with your friend.
I don't want to have words with Bear Delar about anything like that ever.
Yes, well, sometimes life is about the things that you do not want to do, Navali. And then we're going to fast forward at this point. Folks, it's time.
Can I grab Alstrom for one quick scene before we meet with the general?
Please, yes, of course you can.
Quick change.
Where are you grabbing him?
Honestly, I've just been waiting for him near the palace just before we meet up with General O'Toole to enter. I just want to catch him somewhere. Alley, road, wherever.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it could be honestly, it could be like near his shop. It could be wherever you would like. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll catch him. I'll catch him halfway. Like while he's on his walk, I'll just kind of like glide up beside him.
Hey.
Oh, the bear. What? Yeah. Where did you come from?
Oh, I was just taking care of some things, but I needed to talk to you before we go in.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna try and kill me tonight.
What? Wait. What do you mean?
I mean, someone with a shard blade is going to try and put it in me tonight. So, that buddy system thing, I really need you to be my buddy tonight.
Yeah. How do you know this is 100% for sure? How do you know this?
I mean, I don't know 100%, but I saw it, so I don't think I like dying.
No, I don't want to see that happen. So, yeah, I got your back.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know what the... Do you know who it might be?
Brave.
Do I know who this is?
You are largely unaware.
Yeah. Can you describe them to me? Oh, make a little...
I turn to Alstrom and looking like Rave. Like I put his face over my face.
Oh, hey, warn me before you do that, please. Okay.
And then drops
Got it.
just as fast.
Same height, taller, shorter?
I think he's shorter than Bear. I'm not sure. We'll say a little shorter. We'll go with that.
I have Rave described as short for an Alethi. So
Shorter
sitting,
than Bear.
sitting at about like 6'2".
Okay. Okay, I will, I'll make sure to keep an eye out.
Okay, great. And, yeah, if you see anything weird or strange, just let me know.
Will do. Is there anything
have
else we should be
do you have
worried
any-
about?
Anything else? I don't think so. I hope not, because that's a lot to worry about for me anyway.
No, I just, I'm worried, actually, to be honest with you. I don't, our little group split up. I just, I hope everything goes okay.
We're all going to be in the same room at the end of the day.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we got this. We can do this. Sorry, just a little nervous.
Okay. About what?
I find it hard to. It's the big groups of people. It's hard to. I have a much easier time bending the truth when it's just one or a few people, but having to put on the whole persona for a large group, I just, I'm nervous.
So you're telling me that Alstrom is afraid of large groups?
Well, like, there's gonna be so many people of all the, like, very important ones, too? Yeah.
I'm not going to laugh at you. That would be insensitive at this moment in time. You have opened up to me, and so I will not do that. But I do find it a little funny.
I mean, I agree. It is a little funny, yes. But we can make fun of me later, yeah?
Yeah, I will. I promise.
Okay.
As long as I'm not dead. So,
Hey! We can make fun of me later, yes?
yeah. But no, seriously. Just don't be you. If you're worried about, the people, just pick somebody else to be for tonight. Right?
Yeah.
Like, try this. Hello, my name is Jeriden. A pleasure.
Hello, my name is Jeriden. A pleasure. How was that?
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. I got your back, okay?
Me too. Let's go, ruin this high lady's reputation, I guess.
That actually sounds like a little fun, not gonna lie, but we also got to find this Azure, yeah.
Something tells me that is not going to be the hard thing to do tonight.
No.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
That's actually pretty convenient. We're gonna start with you two then. That makes the most sense.
Great.
As you make your way to the courtyard, the gate of the palace. Now, one of you is largely entirely unknown to the population of the Palace Colin. So, my question is, because this will set the precedent for a large majority of the night. Does Berdalar try to appear as anyone else for the evening, or is Berdalar going mostly as Berdalar, but in plain clothes?
I think Bear is going to try to go as somebody else.
Okay. Who would you like to go as?
One of the, he's going to try and recall, one of the other light-eyed kids that he went to school with, who he knows left town.
Okay.
right? Like went to the Shattered Plains, went to war, all of that stuff. He's going to try
Totally.
and try and recreate somebody who is from Kholinar but is not Berdalar.
Okay. Light eyes, right? Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So, you summon up this. You summon up this vision of this individual man that's roughly around the same size as you. You know, to prevent bumping into people or anything like that. You hope that you have the height correct and that they did truly leave town. You know, there's a lot of details that could go wrong with taking on the face of this other individual, but considering the fact that he taking on your face is an even more frightening prospect tonight. It makes a lot of sense. You have the description of your Bright Lord and where you're supposed to find them, which is within the courtyard before you head into the grand entry hall. So the pair of you, sort of in tandem, one wearing the face of a stranger and the other wearing the face of an Alstrom. That's two full costume changes tonight. I'm sorry. I just want to point that out. Y'all do the most. That's so dope. That's so cool. And then Craig's just gonna strip. I love it. I love it. Losing the vest actually does a lot. Shockingly. And Bear is just wearing a totally different costume. So I love that a lot. I love that a lot. You guys are fantastic. So the reality is that the pair of you are wearing the guises and the garbs that you are, and you eventually hunt down the lady who's, I'm so sorry, I had the name written down, and then I took my notes out of the room when I went on break, so I think I had them.
Oh, the lady we're trying to find?
Baylor.
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 Hi, Lady Baylor.
Baylor. Right. Which is actually spelled Baelyr. But yes, you meet up with High Lady Baylor. High Lady Baylor is a woman who's wearing her hair in a tight bun with two very decorative sticks sticking out of either side, holding the hair in place. She is wearing a bright red hava from the neckline all the way down, completely covered. And she looks upon the two of you. He said that my retinue would be handsome, but I wasn't expecting two particularly stunning individuals such as yourself.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
Your Brightness.
It's our pleasure to accompany you, Brightness.
Right. Come with me. Very quick. And she takes you aside away from the small conversation that she was having just moments ago and takes you into like a little private corner of the courtyard. Okay, so you two, I presume that you have your own agenda tonight. I'm going to try not to get in your way or need you too terribly much. I would like to check in. You are aware of my agenda for the evening, correct?
Sorry, just to make sure, we were going to meet with General O'Toole and try to uncover Lady Baylor's identity. Is that?
Oh yes, you are attending. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're attending O'Toole. The other two are attending the other lady. Yes. So this will be General O'Toole. I'm getting so confused. I had these written down and then I'm getting the genders mixed up. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I have the roles mixed up. I literally lost my notepad from earlier. So forgive me here.
I got you.
Yeah. So General O'Toole is the one that you are meeting with. I'm so sorry. Stick with me, people.
Right,
Walk
Lord.
with me. Walk with me here. Walk with me here. O'Toole comes out and meets you. Gentlemen, I'd like to take you aside for a moment. May I have your attention for just a short period of time before we head inside?
We're handsome, aren't we?
General O'Toole is a very statuesque man, strong jaw, broad shoulders. He's actually wearing a capelet that has the banner of High Lord Sabariel, or High Prince Sabariel upon the back of it. And he says to you both, very handsome gentlemen, very handsome, incredibly good looking, the pair of you. I can't believe he gave me 2 stunners like yourselves. What a treat. Come with me very quickly, please, please. And he takes you aside. You have your own agenda. I don't want to get in the way. Please tell me that you understand what I need you to do tonight in regards to Lady Baylor.
Yes.
Yes.
There is something that you should know about Lady Baylor. She is a rather duplicitous fiend, and she will do anything to keep her secrets safe. But I have under good authority that this evening that she is going to be bringing with her several accoutrements of her former identity, markers of station, a signet ring, and a piece of jewelry that contains a gem that holds stormlight like no other. I need these off of them. I'm going to prove her wrongdoings. And it's not so much your own business, but you know what she looks like?
Yes.
Okay, tremendous. Your names? I was given them, but have you taken on aliases? Am I to call you anything different?
You can call me Marin.
Marin.
Call me Brindle.
Brindle. Brindle's my cousin's name. All right, we'll go off of that. Brindle, Marin, it's nice to meet you. You'll attend me at the dinner, and other than that, you have my agenda. You don't need to attend me at the dinner. Just let me know if you need any extra time for your own devices. Gosh. Okay.
Are you all right, General? You seem nervous.
Well, you had the names Malin and Seven. I'm correcting that. This is the only chance that I've had. This is the only chance I've got. This woman's hurt people. Oh my God, I'm getting all the names mixed up. My notepad went fucking AWOL. I'm so sorry, folks. I wrote these names down like this morning.
Would it be helpful if I tell you what I have, since I'm the
Oh my God, yeah,
taker?
please, someone else who took notes,
Okay,
please.
great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So my understanding is Nev and Fira are working under Bright Lord Rykor, who is an agent of Tunavir, and we were given the names Attendant Malin and Attendant Seven. Bear, I keep wanting to say Bear and Alstrom, I don't know why. Working for High General Otor, aka Bright Lord Otor.
Yes.
Who is the Ghost Blood. As guards, you are attending.
Perfect.
I don't know that names were...
And names weren't given for the men. Yes, that makes sense,
I missed
yeah.
whether names were given or not. And you had to follow his agenda, which is to figure out who Bright Lady Baylor is.
Yeah, to reveal the identity of Bright Lady Baylor. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yes. The Bright Lord Otur looks to you and says, I will not need you for anything other than emergencies for the majority of the evening. I would ask that you try to be in attendance during the Sunwalk. When Queen Aesodan is present, it is good for me to have my attendants in attendance. Your employer, he's a rather intense individual. I paid a great deal of spheres to have you here. I'm going to trust in your abilities. And when this is all said and done, trust that you will have a boon from my house, and that I will try to help you in the future.
All right, Brindle. Let's get to work.
We got your back.
Okay. And then he gives his head a shake. You see him wipe a little bit of sweat off of his brow. Take a deep breath. Okay. Well, I have...
Do you have like a signal or something in case you need our help?
Oh, typical Bright Lord, typical light-eyed symbols of need. And then he like just assumes that you know what he's talking about and then walks away.
Ear pull, got it.
I do, unfortunately.
Berdelar would, yeah, 100%.
Wait, do you know what he's talking about? Do you know what he's talking about?
I'll let you know. If he needs anything, I'll come get you. Okay.
We are going to zoom out from you two for just a sec, and we are going to have the introductions of Navali and Feraniel. The pair of you, unless you'd like to say otherwise, walking a little awkwardly, one strapped with a sword to their side, other bristling with knives, likely, and other tricks of the trade, and having what have you in your safe pouch. I would like to ask Navali, what is the item that you would like to keep infinitely hidden?
Probably a. Oh, I haven't had the opportunity to get a sword, have I?
No.
Okay, then probably one of my favored, like, larger daggers.
Okay, for sure. As dark-eyed attendants, you are not given the same courtesies as a pair of light eyes. You are brought to a servant's entrance after you arrive at the gate, and you are patted down by one of the guards of the palace. And I would very much like you both to make thievery checks.
Okay.
Nev, please roll with advantage. You have expertise. Feraniel, please roll with whatever the opposite of advantage would be. Just kidding. But just a regular roll from you.
Yeah. It's like the poofy. That's indecent.
Yes, of course.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20, okay.
14.
And a 14. Okay. The guardsman that is patting the two of you down is an Ardent, one of the few female Ardents that attends. You see that they wear a sword on their back. They seem to be some sort of trainer within the palace here, and they are taking their job intensely seriously. They pat the pair of you down. They find like a pair of the daggers that Navali brings, bringing the grand total of daggers upon Navali's person to somewhere above 8 and less than 10. But they act as if it's very normal. They're just like they look to Navali. Now you know the rules, dear.
Above table, do I know the rules?
You have no idea what the regular rules for palace attendance would be, don't you?
Yes.
No blades above 6 inches. Measure them first. Gosh, you'll get these back at the end of the night.
Apologies.
By the almighty girl. And she very swiftly finds the sword strapped to Feraniel's side, patting it down, holding onto it. What are you trying to pull?
Nothing.
I'm sorry. That was above table. It's not Nev.
Why do you think you can walk into Aesodan's Gala with a sword strapped to your leg?
I just want to be safe.
Do you think you won't be safe at the Queen's Gala?
I did see her kill an Ardent in the street.
Then should I be worried or should you be worried?
I don't know.
Who do you attend?
Bright Lord Recor.
This will reflect poorly on Bright Lord Recor, and I hope that they will punish you with every bit of malice that they can muster. If this would have gotten out that there was a dark-eyed attendant walking around with a side sword strapped to their leg, the scandal would be monumental. So, what's your name?
Attendant Malin.
Well, Mal, she says with like just dripping contempt. It would serve you well to be on your best behavior this evening. Not only have you embarrassed your Bright Lord, but you now have my eyes upon you. Tread carefully.
Visibly see Fira shrinking.
As spectacular as the pair of you look this evening, that will not save you from my gaze. Now be gone. Get out of my sight.
As soon as she's out of earshot, Navali, I didn't know what to do. I freaked out.
I mean, I'm not good at talking my way out of things easy either, so it was probably better that I didn't say anything.
He's not even my Bright Lord, and I still feel guilty.
I didn't think we would get patted down. Is that something that happens to people?
Not to my knowledge, but I don't know. I don't go to balls.
I've also never worked for a Bright Lord before, so I don't know what
I'm in the military.
nature is. Do they not pat you down in the military?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, can't really take it back unless Frame can help you do that.
I cannot.
Well, so much for that.
Right. So we should find Bright Lord Recor.
Yeah.
From the servants' entrance, it's very easy to find your way to the
Long
courtyard. You know the description for Bright Lord Recor, and you see the thin, hawkish-featured, high-cheekboned visage of Bright Lord Recor. They notice you, having been given descriptions. Over this way. And they're like motioning with their hands very quickly.
Oh, I, pick up the pace.
Yeah.
You hustle over to Recor. I've made a terrible mistake. I've made a series of terrible mistakes. I need you to get me out of this hot water. I have immediately put my foot in my mouth. This is going horrifically. My carriage was taken away. We're going to have to procure another one. I didn't know that there would be no stabling here for any of the attending Bright Lords. I didn't know that, and then I threw a really big scene, and I put a whole bunch of eyes on me, and now you're the killers, right? You're the two that are the killers. You're the murderers. You're the ones that I was sent from the from the secret people that I bought. I paid a lot for you. I paid so much for
Calm
you.
down. Bright Lord. Yes, we are here to attend to your needs.
I need a carriage. I need a whole carriage. I need an entire one. He said if you don't have the carriage at the end of the night and I'm not able to get you out of the way, then I'm not going to get what I need. And that's bad. That is very bad for me. That is horrible for me. So I need a carriage. I need you to get me one. I can't leave here. Queen Aesodan will know. Oh, so I was turned away, and then suddenly my entire household is seen as the muck of the muck.
Perhaps there is a way that you can smooth things over.
You smooth them over.
We will certainly try to acquire means to a carriage and smoothing things over. Who, may I ask, did you offend?
I offended Queen Aesodan's major domo. He told me that I was to park the carriage outside of the grounds. I attempted to buy him off, and then I may have threatened him physically. But he's a worm. He's a little worm. He's a dirty little snake. He's a kremling crawling in the mud of Queen Aesodan's court, and I need your help.
I am sure he is all of those things. Right now, I think it would be best for us to focus our attention on solutions.
You could kill him.
How much time do we have until dinner?
If my time fabrial, he like looks to his the back of his wrist where he has like this rather intricate fabrial on, and he's like, if my fabrial's right, then we are about 30 minutes away from the entry hall, and then from there we are 30 minutes away from the garden, and then after that we have about an hour, so we're about 2 hours away from dinner.
Got some time.
Excuse me, Bright Lord. I will attend to this matter immediately.
You're going to kill him.
I look at Fira.
I've heard of you. I know who you are.
I am not sure what you mean, Bright Lord.
He leans in and he gets like super close. Nev the knife. I've heard about you.
Last I heard, Bright Lord, Nev the Knife was a man.
Last I heard, Nev the Knife, you killed bright-eyed lords in their home.
What do you want me to roll to maintain face?
That'd be
discipline?
Probably discipline, yes.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do that then, because I don't like having those things rubbed in my face. My discipline is terrible. I did bring this upon myself. That's a grand total of 10.
That's tough. Can you please describe to me how Nev gives a tell?
I think in that moment when he says something about who she's killed, she gets that look in her eyes that she gets when she's thinking about hurting somebody.
Can Fira catch that?
With the lack of discipline, the complete like obvious tell, I don't think you even need an insight. It's like rather painted on Navali's face that they would like to do a violence.
No, not directly like to this guy, but like
in general, like not
just,
in like
just looks
indiscriminate.
Looks like the thug that she is.
Totally, yeah, indiscriminate.
Fully like a street level thug.
Yep.
At that, I think realizing that. Fira will reach to the Bright Lord's arm and lean in like she's whispering a secret and go, Bright Lord, you need to calm down right now. If we're going to get out of this, you need to not say any of these things. You need to keep quiet. You need to not offend anyone else. And we will see what we can do.
Give me a leadership roll.
Yeah.
And I would like you to raise the stakes.
What is a 4? I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, a 4 on the raise the stakes dice. That is a
nothing.
nothing. That's
Okay.
blank. Yeah.
Yeah. So then that's a dirty 20 and a 4.
A dirty 20. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
The Bright Lord is like looking to you with wild eyes, but he like meets that gaze, and like a drowning man clinging to a piece of flotsam, you definitely feel that his body language like shifts, and his shoulders shrink down, and the sort of tremor in his hand goes away. He looks. You're right. You're right. I apologize, Nev, if that is your name.
I believe Attendant 7 is the correct name, Bright Lord.
Attendant 7 and Attendant Malin.
Malin.
I have been crude. My panic overtook me, and it is unbecoming of a Bright Lord to act as such. The Major Domo, as much as I exaggerate, overstepped. I have attended the palace on multiple occasions, and it was a shock to me that I would not be able to stable my carriage here. It would seem as if something strange is afoot here at the palace. There is no stabling. No one has been offered guest rooms. And allegedly, the crowds inside have already started to gather, which is very odd. The nobility, we've been gathered on the outside, and there is already some sort of festivities that have been going on for the majority of the day. I don't know what to make of this. But Queen Aesudan has not been seen, and she has not attended any of us here in the courtyard. And I must admit it is a little bit unsettling looking at the symbol on the ground where that Ardent was slain those nights ago. So, I do not want you to kill the Major Domo.
What did I say?
You are correct.
Just assume that there are ears everywhere.
Yes. I do not have the means to gain another carriage or access to them. I know that the Queen holds a fleet at all times, and if there's any way that you can gain access to one, I would be very deeply in your debt. And he swallows, and you see the sweat pooling on his brow. I try to be a good man. I am worried for our city. And your employer, forgive me, unsettles me deeply. It is not with a small amount of reticence that I work alongside him, but I have heard that you are the best at what you do. That there are special qualities about you that make you more than qualified for what I ask this evening. So please, attend me during the dinner. Attend me during the sunwalk. And ensure that I get out of here in one piece.
That part we can assure you of, Bright Lord.
Thank you. I believe it's time to enter the hall. It's at this point that you two clock Berdalar and, well, I guess you clock Alstrom but not Bertalar. And you see Alstrom walking with like a strange light-eyed individual that you don't recognize. You've seen Bear take on the form of another before, and you can make whatever assumptions that you want. It's a little bit odd, for sure. You hear Jez in behind you, though, Nev. Fira, you don't see Jez. He's keeping himself completely hidden to you. This is just Navali hearing the nobility of the city. I've watched for some time here. I know that you're uninitiated, and I know that they are going to try to whisper honeyed things to you, and you're going to want to rip out their throats for doing so. They have done you wrong many times, but this is your first time walking among them so openly. It's dangerous to show it on your face, and I've seen you staring evil at them all night already.
Under my breath, I go, isn't that obvious?
I truly wish it wasn't, Navali.
Great. Love that. Love that for me. Awesome. Love it. I will try to pretend better.
I know you well enough to know what it looks like when you're just about to stab somebody, and that look hasn't left your face since you walked through the gate.
I try to smile, and it looks very stiff. Just like...
Oh no! Oh no! Very toothy. Like a very toothy...
Is this working?
I'm scared.
Do I look pleasant now?
Sound key. Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I could up my gain a little bit. So now it's about that time that you all start flooding into the into the grand entry hall. For a few of you, it is not the most wild thing. You understand the opulence of the Light Eyes. Grand chandeliers with spheres of insane value. There is not a single sphere in this building that is anything less than a brome. Many green, spectacular arrays of emeralds, casting this very intense, like viridian glow across the entire room. It's portraiture. It is tapestry. It is hanging strips of cloth. It is so very much decadence. You are brought beverages upon entering the location. Each person seemingly presented with almost their own tray of alcoholic beverages, little hors d'oeuvres that have been presented. There is not a single curry or chowder wrap or bowl of lavis in sight. They are little crunchy, delicate things. They are little soft-shelled crustacean puffs, and the fish of the oceans of Roshar, after being emulsified into various foams, etc., to be smeared across a cracker. It's difficult for a few of you to look at it and experience this kind of ridiculousness. It's almost garish. And this is supposed to be a place of Vorin plainness, you could almost call it. A sort of reserved Spartan existence. And it's fairly obvious. a lot of these pieces of decor, a lot of these sphere lamps are recently installed. The long bolts of cloth hanging from the ceiling of the multitudes of colors are fresh. The serving staff are bringing things on platters made out of precious metals, a rarity upon Roshar across the entire world. It's odd. It's very odd. But you see all across the entire room a plethora of who's who from Kholinarian nobility. It's a little daunting. You see some very high-ranking military figures for Aniel. You almost have a little bit of a moment of panic. You've seen them in all sorts of rooms. You have noticed them in all sorts of spaces. And you hope against hope that they would not notice who you are, as you're in attendance of someone non-military. You are a dark-eyed logistician, a low-non kind of nothing burger of a military individual, but here you are in a brilliant dress, attending a Bright Lord.
Yeah.
Berdalar. He's not hidden. He's ostentatious. He's wearing a long cape. Brilliant, ridiculous, crimson-colored garb. A red coat, golden buttons, sharp, incredibly immaculately pressed pants, a cape that comes off of his shoulders, and a pair of golden epaulets on either shoulder. It's Rave, looking as ostentatious as he has ever had. And you feel like just for the barest second of seconds, he notices your eyes. And you think to yourself, is your disguise good enough? Did you remember the eyes? Could he remember any of the other details about you? It's told that he'll kill you tonight, and that you need to directly stop it. Is an illusion enough? Is looking different enough? And then his eyes move, and a million things go through your head, but you just don't notice. If he truly clocked who you were. So, now we sit. And it's Alstrom. Wave is upon your back. Lots of people. No. I don't like it. It's very bad.
You saying this out loud?
No, it's just to you.
Or like, okay.
They're not like Inkspren. He can just communicate just with you. Just to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Wave, it's gonna be okay. We got this. Let's just be normal, okay? I want to go to the food and start making a plate, but the whole time I'm looking for Bright Lady Baylor.
Give me a perception, please.
Oh, 10.
A 10. You're looking. You're watching. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to find this lady that you have the description of, and you cannot seem to find her whatsoever.
Yeah.
Complete
I
mystery.
get distracted trying to make like a Lunchable with all the food.
Yeah, you get a cracker, you get a little piece of cheese, you snag a little crustacean puff. You put them all together into like a sort of like stacked little charcuterie bite, a selection of those. You You try to make a sort of sandwich concoction, 2 crackers and then a filling. And while you achieve it, it tastes fancy, negative.
Not the same. Not enough salt.
You hear an attendant beside you, one of the staff members.
Oh, is that not to your liking, Bright Lord?
Do you have anything, any with more flavor, more spice to it?
Well, these are simply the hors d'oeuvres for the evening. If you would wait just some time, the meal will be served after our little garden party.
Oh, perfect.
May I have your name? I don't believe I've seen you within the palace walls before.
Yeah, my name, Brindle, and I'm here with High General O'Toole, and I try to, scan the room and see if I can find him to point him out.
Ah, yes, Hi, General O'Toole. I am familiar with him. I am, you may call me Major Domo Koresh.
Ah, Major Domo Koresh. Pleasure to meet you.
And your last name? I don't believe I caught it. Have you forgotten, Brindle, your surname?
It's so Thalen, I have a hard time pronouncing it without, I want to make sure you get it.
Oh, I see.
And then he rattles off the phrase, is your surname from the central of the land, or perhaps is it coastal? I know your island nation is one of a plethora of microcosms of cultures. So please, if it is from the mainland or from the shore, and it's rattled off in perfect Thalen.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, brother, it's so good to talk to someone in Thalen. Oh my God. And I grasp his elbow in a friendly gesture. My family, we were fishermen for such a long time. And Vlickle, have you heard? Brindle Vlickle.
Brindle Vlickle. Ah, yes, I have heard of the Vlickles, a family of some repute upon the high seas. I had a run-in with a Vlickle once. They were
doesn't surprise me.
Well, yes, I remember them coming in and pilfering things at one of our fancy balls here at the palace, assuming some sort of fake name or another. Not that you would do that, right, Brindle?
No. Why? No. Who would try to get into a lovely party like this?
Oh, you would be surprised.
Yeah. So do you think the intruder is, and I just point out some random person? What about them? They look like they got something going on.
I didn't say that there was one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just having a game. You never did this? Try and make up stories for people in a crowd?
I don't usually joke when I make formal accusations, and it is very smart to not give me a reason. Have a good evening, Brindle.
Cheers. What was his name again?
Kavesh. Major Domo Kavesh.
Cheers. Pleasure to meet you, Major Domo Kavesh.
He turns
Bear
on a
have
heel.
Notice. Would Berlar have noticed that interaction?
Oh my gosh, yeah, of course. If you want to say that he was that you were nearby, it's assumed that you're doing the buddy system. So if you'd like to have been like nearby 100%, well, I'm working off of the assumption that that you guys are working in pairs, like within earshot of one another, if not like arm length.
Great. Just gonna slide up to the hors d'oeuvre table.
Yo, that guy sucks.
That was bad. This is bad.
I think we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like Wave right now. Wave, was that guy lying?
I don't know. Yes. I believe that he was lying in the ways that he said things that were untrue.
Okay. Bear,
This,
we should keep an eye out for him.
this pastry thing is good.
Your ward walks up to the table and grabs a couple of hors d'oeuvres. I hate these little chul puffs. They're so gross. They're so absolutely disgusting, and they serve them at every single function in this stupid palace. God.
Oh, is that what they're called? They're horrible.
Yeah, it's not even. They're not made from chol. They're some little groundling crab from the riverbeds outside of the city. They're so disgusting. You have to get the sand out of them. It takes forever. They look like fleas. Every time, but Aesodan has reportedly loved them for years. Were you speaking to the Major Domo?
He came up to me.
He came up to you?
Yeah.
Oh. And?
Just, asked my name.
Okay.
And who I was here with. Seemed pretty innocuous.
Have either of you gotten eyes on Baylor?
Not yet. I've been looking.
Have you, General?
No, unfortunately not. I think she's already made her way into the interior of the palace. She always had a way of weaseling her way into wherever she needed to be. Storming woman.
I'll look a little deeper. General, do you know that man? And Bear's going to very, as nonchalantly as he can, signify to rave.
I would love for you to make a deception check.
Holy shit. 23.
23, okay. Yeah, with all the subtlety that you can muster, you nod and gesture over to Rave. Yes, I am familiar.
Well, since we're working together for the time being, I think it's important for you to know that if he sees me here, he's going to try and kill me.
Rave is a financier for several mercenary groups that operate in the Shattered Plains. He is also a relentless, violent gambling enabler here in Kholinar. What did you do to make him angry?
I'm afraid that's irrelevant to our current mission, General.
I would love to discuss it after.
I would be willing to. I just wanted you to know.
I have my own bones to pick with that man. So.
Understood.
I would stay close to me then.
So we should go deeper in and enjoy the festivities, my lord.
Yes. Because I will tell you right now, if it comes right down to it, and then he like leans in and whispers into your ear, if it's his blade versus mine, I doubt he comes out ahead.
Very good, Bright Lord.
And a little bit of time passes. Navali, Ferraniel, you're also within the actual location. I would love for you two to give me a sort of a temperature check on exactly what you want to get up to within the Grand Hall. Is there anyone that you're scoping out? Is there anything that you're trying to do specifically?
So, oh, you can go first if you've got it, Mandy.
I was just gonna be trying to not be noticed. That's really all Dev wants to do.
That's actually that is a non simple task. You are trying to blend in, to look invisible, to blend into a crowd. It's something that you're not, the most wildly adept at. So I would love for you to make a stealth check for me.
I'm good at stealth. That's something I can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. I don't know. My rolls today, but mostly not great. Yep. 11.
An 11, okay.
This is the worst I've ever rolled as Nev.
So...
This is so fitting.
Yeah, I was going to say, the fact that you are so entirely... Nev is completely out of her element.
The dice are on my side for storytelling purposes.
Yeah, narratively, the dice are telling this story 100%. Mm-hmm. So you try to blend in, and you're so used to trying to blend into like crowds of individuals on the street. You understand the crush and the flow of humans within the streets of Kholinar. You've looked down with your hood up at a fountain before as people crowd around you. You've blended into a restaurant or a fest hall or two, and been lost in the crowds inside. This is different. These are people milling around. These are people having conversations. This is gossip. This is small talk. This is, instead of being able to just be silent and go and blend in and duck in under people, you like try your tried and true methods of like being unseen, and like other aspiring attendants come and like grab your arm and are like, "Oh my goodness, are you in attendance of Bright Lord Rakor? I saw you with him. He's famous. Like that's incredible. He just came back from the Shattered Plains on a merchant mission. What was that like? Were you with him then?" And you just get like this absolute bombardment of questions and interest. And Ferraniel, is there anything that you would like to do in order to try to pull Nev's bacon out of the fire?
Yeah, so
like, save me.
Fira will come over and scoop her arm around yours and be like, "I believe I see our Bright Lord over there. He seems like he might need some help."
Yes, we'd best get right to that. Nice meeting you. Just like back up in a way.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, absolutely. So can I please get, I think this is going to be I want this to be a perception from Fira in particular.
What?
Isn't that the question? Isn't that definitely the question?
Because Fira had her own like thing that she was looking for before Nev was doing this. So now I'm curious. All right. Oh, that's a good roll. A 17.
A 17. So, Veroniel probably sees one of the most unfortunate things that she could possibly see walking into here this evening. You look across the crush of people, and it's all unfamiliar faces and military lieutenants, and you just see it's Guard Captain Tirael here in the palace itself. And as you're looking across, he just makes eye contact with you. And his eyes just go stark open wide.
Holding arms with Nev. who I said I wasn't going to hang out with.
And then he comes striding up to the pair of you.
Do we make evasive maneuvers? I say before he gets into earshot.
Too late. I whisper under my breath.
Well, I'm not going to leave you. So
That's fine. I'll handle this. Captain?
Corporal.
Nev just looks down at the ground.
I find it very strange seeing you here this evening.
I do have somewhat of a social life outside of work.
Ah, yes. You have been...
The words are just lost on his lips, and he's like looking you up and down in this like fancy gown, and your hair is done up, and you have jewelry on, and you are so alien to the uniformed, well prim proper logistician Tavresh that he has known for so long.
Should you have time tonight for Raniel, I would love to have a private discussion on how it is that you have found your social life to be intersecting with the affairs of the palace of Queen Aesodan.
Captain, I don't know if it would be professional for you to ask about my dating life.
He like grits his teeth and like stares down at you in the same way that you have seen him absolutely glare daggers through privates that have not finished their physical training for the day.
I do not think that your dating life is what I will be inquiring about, Corporal Tavresh.
Then we will find some time to discuss.
I will be available to you all evening. Please come and find me at your soonest convenience.
And then turns to Nev.
I grip her arm a little tighter.
I'm like gripping back. I'm like, you're my life preserver. I'm so scared of this man. Nev just kind of looks at the floor, doesn't really directly look at him because she's dark-eyed. So
He just looks down to you, towering.
But right, Lord.
He gets like within 8 inches of your nose.
If you hurt my corporal, I will grind your bones into dust and make sure that your memory is only that of the most foul, creme-crusted rock within the Shattered Plains.
I would wish the same for you. Right, Lord?
I'm glad that there is one thing in this life that we can agree on.
And then he turns and stalks away.
Nev definitely sticks her tongue out at this man as he leaves. I don't like him.
That did not go well.
How does he know what I look like?
Mm.
How does anybody know what I look like?
He's
That's
asked
mine
about
is
you
not be
before.
Don't answer questions about me.
I didn't. I said I was helping you and you were a lost soul and I was saving you.
That just makes this face like, what? But doesn't say anything. I don't like him and he's scary.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that discussion. I thought it would throw him off by saying I was here as someone's date, and that did not work. So we should try and find Alstrom and Bear to tell them about the carriage. That seems... We need their help, I think. I don't even know where to begin.
Okay. And once we're moving around the crowd, I do want to... Perception is not my strong suit, however. I want to look around to see if I... Could be insight, could be perception. I want to see if I'm picking up any vibes of, like, someone watching us.
Ooh.
Specifically Fira and I.
I think that could be, in a situation like this where, like, it's not always just eyes on, I think insight could definitely be a replacement. I would almost put it down to, like, I could hear an argument for deduction as well, even though that is usually, like, notes, clues, and, like, connecting dots. There's, like, so many moving parts here that you might be able to be like, we're being watched by the merit of I can see through the skein of people plotting here.
If I can argue for insight, I'd like to do that, because it's
Insight for sure,
the better of the options for me by a little bit.
Yeah.
That's an at 20 plus 3.
Oh.
23.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does give you, don't forget, that gives you an opportunity to use at a later date.
Yes.
Okay, for sure. I love that. Okay. So Nev, there's really only 2 people that you clock that are watching you and Fira in particular. One of them is the exact same person that was speaking to Alstrom a short while ago, that being Majordomo Kavesh.
Okay.
You see him, he's walking around, he's wearing all black, he's got a set of robes on, a set of dress robes, so to speak. And then you see him, he's watching you with the same intensity that someone who runs an entire household of the royal palace would. It seems
It's his job to know.
It seems like it's his job to be watching you. And the other seems to be a Shin man that is gazing at the pair of you with big, wide eyes, sort of like sheepishly looking over from time to time with like a rather like a little nervous, a little like I don't know what to make of the 2 of them and all of this. He's kind of like watching you in a way that you're trying to clock it. You're trying to clock exactly like the gaze. Like he's not looking with scrutiny. He's not looking with like any sort of like real intensity that would like denote danger to you or anything like that. You've seen a plethora of people that have like, looked upon Nev as like, an object of prey, right? And he's just kind of like getting scant glances at Nev and at Fira, but you're unsure.
Because we're dressed so starkly differently, possibly also.
It could be, you're not sure, but you know that he's watching you. And there is another individual that you see hawk watching within the room. You see Rave. You see the exact same individual that you have heard of so many different times. He's wearing a stark crimson outfit. He is incredibly fucking ostentatious within the center of this room. He's loud colors. You're not sure how he would have even gotten an invitation here, but you are worried. He's just dagger staring at everyone. He looks like a bird of prey, very much looking for something to kill and eat. His sharp features, he's looking like above. It's hard to describe, but he looks like he's like a head taller than everyone else at any time, and he can just watch everything at once. It's just unsettling the way he looks through people.
I wearing freaking platforms? Like, what the hell?
10-inch heels.
He's just a tall...
Yeah.
Monster boots. I'm so sorry. So, the Major Domo, but he's watching everyone. Shin Man very specifically looking at us, but not in a particular intention kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And Rave just looking at everybody the way he looks at everybody because he's a disgusting man.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Nobody else.
Nobody else.
Okay. I think when I clock Rave, I will deftly maneuver Fira and myself to face the other direction, never directly looking at Rave, just in his general vicinity, because the second I recognize, I'm like, oh, storm it.
Who are we avoiding?
Did you see that hawkish-looking gentleman in the
The
very
red?
garish red? Yes, that's Rave.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he will recognize me. I don't know. Actually, above table, Nev has never met Rave in person, correct?
Rave, if Rave notices Navali, it is definitely going to be based off of reputation and description, and absolutely not through personal meeting. The only person in this group that Rave has personally met is Bertlar.
I guess I'm gonna rely on the fact that I'm dressed nice and I don't have a scar on my face anymore, so.
He's dangerous.
Extremely.
Yeah, I remember.
I would love to take this opportunity, but now is not the time.
This is scary. Can I scan to see if I see Ostrom? Because I don't.
Oh my gosh, of course you do. Yeah,
And-
you definitely see
And the
Alstrom.
person who I saw Ostrom walking with, who I'm gonna assume was Bear.
Do you go and meet up with Alstrom?
Oh, yeah. Nev, they're over there.
Oh, okay. Yep.
We
let's
should,
go. Yes, please.
yeah, we should update them.
As we walk by one of the servers with those trays of like all like the like the little hand foods, little pastry puff things, whatever the equivalent of that is on Roshar, I definitely like grab a handful and shove it in my pocket.
Chill puffs. They're
Here's
chill
gonna
puffs.
grab-
I'm making it canon.
Here's gonna grab a glass.
Nev also grabs a glass to hide the fact that she just shoved a whole lot of food in her pocket.
Just loose in the pocket too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't care about this dress.
Yeah, you walk over. Alstrom and Bertalar, you're sort of waiting. You started you're just waiting to head up to the garden, which should be in the next like few minutes, like maybe 2 to 3 minutes. But you see Veroniel and Nev come and make your way. This is the first time that you two have also seen Veroniel in something so elegant and seen Navali in something so anything. So it's, like Nev has forever worn something that speaks to not being noticed, and like whatever the most like dour, non-colored blend in garments are with a little bit of like like a blade attached or whatever, like you notice that Nev has a figure and has no obvious weapons on them, and their hair is done in a way that isn't just greasy and unwashed. Fira is wearing this ridiculous gem covered sky blue dress, and they walk up to you.
Evening, gentlemen.
Well,
You're muted.
evening. I'm muted. No.
Oh no, Bear.
Yeah.
Collects breath. My goodness. Would it be so bold of me to ask one of you lovely ladies for a dance?
Nev looks at Fira helplessly.
Fira is suddenly like questioning, like, is this fair? And she's gonna look over to Alstrom for like,
Oh.
Here,
Alstrom?
Brindle, hold the girl's drink. Hold the girl's drink.
Yes, yes.
May I?
Sure.
And yeah, Bear will pull Fira just a few feet onto like a dance. I assume there's dancing happening in this court, like
in the entryway at the very beginning. Like there's of course there's like casual dance. Of
Yeah,
course,
great.
yeah. Like it's not the ballroom yet, but like yeah, there's casual dance.
Fair.
Yeah. Well, while we wait.
I don't know.
You don't know what? How to dance?
I don't know. No.
Well, I will lead, and you follow, and you can tell me what you've gotten up to this evening.
Okay.
And
No.
Bertalar busts out real dance moves because he actually knows them, unfortunately.
Yeah, Fira don't know how to dance.
Just
Let's get a quick little roll here. Let's see how this is gonna look. Bertalar, you will absolutely give Fira advantage on this. But Fira, we're going to ask for an athletics. And because there's a certain natural amount of prowess that can go into something like this, and I feel like that would be what Fira would lean into.
I almost want to argue for something that's worse for
Oh, feel free to throw something else into the
because I feel like she's got like 2 left feet. So I feel like this would be more agility.
Is it going to be okay? Yeah, absolutely.
Not to make it worse on myself?
No,
but-
for sure. Give me the roll. Give me the roll.
Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You two start going through the motions. Bear, you can give the description of how exactly it goes, but with the small modifier of you hear Frame in a very quiet way in the just on the back of your ear. You just hear,
Ah, yes, it is time to dance. I am quite acquainted with the mechanics of dancing.
and then actually does give a fairly good like
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and pirouette and spin, take his hand, and here he will put his hand on your hip. I will continue to talk like this on beat. Stay with me. Like, it's a lot of that.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably Bear would do some like classic ballroom, you know, with some simple lifts, knowing that Fira clearly doesn't know exactly what she's doing. Some simple spins, you know, but like following, you know, doing his very best to do a simple yet elegant dance.
Fira's like acute, like probably never been more aware of herself ever. Like,
Focus on me. Focus on me. Tell me what you've been up to.
oh yeah, it's sorry, it's weird. All of this is weird. And you're this face is strange and unfamiliar. We need to find a carriage. Yeah, ours did not make it to the grounds.
Okay. The Major Domo is on to Brindle.
He's onto my bright lord as well.
Oh, Excellent.
This is great.
So fun. So you need a carriage.
Yeah. And I don't have a sword. It got taken away.
Oh dear. Okay, and we're gonna do a little spin. And with pickpocketing as my expertise, can I slide Fira a knife while we're dancing? Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely. With an expertise, that's like, and the fact that you're 100% like in that close proximity, absolutely, yeah.
I like pull her right in. I pull her right in close. And then I just go, clasp your left hand. There is now a knife in it.
Somehow that actually does make me feel better. She's going to put it in her safe hand pouch.
Okay. Great. There is some really weird stuff going on right now, Fira.
Yeah.
The palace does not feel right, and I think we need to look into it, but we've also got a job to do.
Rave's here. You're
I know.
the person you're talking. Oh, okay.
I know.
You work for him, right?
Not so much anymore, but that's all right.
Okay. What do we do? Where do we start?
We still need to find the Bright Lady. You need to find a cart.
And smooth things over with Major Domo for Right Lord Recor's sake.
Oh, dude, that's not great. Okay. Perfect. This has been so lovely. This has been so fun. But I'm afraid I really should get back to my Bright Lord. Have you met?
No, why don't you introduce me before I believe we're headed to the garden next. But yes, I'll follow.
Yes, come. I didn't even get your name. That was so rude.
Malin.
My name is Marin Ressi. This here is Brindle. Brindle. Vickle.
We don't need to worry about last name.
Of course. And this is High General O'Toole.
Nice to meet you, Bright Lord.
You see him like give you just the most like brief of scrutinizing gaze. What did you say your name was?
Mine, sir?
Yes, dear.
Malin.
Malin.
Yes, sir.
Do you have family in the city?
Not this city, sir.
Right.
Do you? I can't ask that. That's improper. You cannot ask that at a public function. I'm sorry. It's just there's somebody who looks a lot like you at one of the brothels that a friend of mine visits very regularly.
Instant red.
Perhaps, General. Maybe that's where you recognize her from.
His face has gone completely stone. No, actually, I don't think that I've ever recognized anyone less in my entire life. Perhaps we should move into the garden. And then he just like walks so directly into the garden. A bell is called, and up at the top of a set of stairs, for the first time this evening, you see her. It's Queen Aesodan. She's looking very, almost effervescent. A bubbly sort of smile upon her face. A look of amusement as she looks across the gathered. You hear her project into the good acoustics of the grand entryway. My lovely gathered nobles, bright lords, ladies, and various attendants, it is my austere pleasure to allow you within my home, the palace of all of Alethkar, the jewel of our great city of Kholinar, the palace, the place where the Sun Maker himself once sat at the head of our great nation. I am more than happy to have you here and to eventually share with all of you why I've gathered you here tonight. If you would all please finish up your conversations and join me within the garden. I have delights for you. And she turns and swishes this absolutely stunning, stormlight, glowing, sphere embedded lavender dress. This.
I would like to.
Go ahead.
I would like to mark Queen Aesodan as my quarry.
That's insane. That's an insane thing to say out loud. That's an insane thing that someone would say. That's a crazy thing for a person to say. Yeah, of course. It works immediately. So
Just want to put that out there.
yeah, no, that's something to put out there. So folks, before we head into the garden, I must say, I think that's where we're going to end for the evening.
No.
Well, at least no one asked me to dance and survive this far.
Yet.
You're not even in the ballroom. What do you mean? Okay, well, folks, this is lovely. This was a lovely time tonight. It wasn't stressful at all. Is anyone stressed out? Are you feeling a little stressed out this evening? I'm not.
You don't get to say that.
I'm having a fantastic time. I haven't dropped a drip of sweat. So
111.
yeah. 111? That's insane. I want nothing else. Hey, while we're doing stars and wishes tonight, what I'm gonna ask my wish to be is continual heart rate updates from Gem.
We'll make a lot to post it every time it changes.
Yeah, absolutely. Just need a quick heart rate
have
update. Yeah, fantastic. So everybody, for the folks at home that joined us this evening, from the new people that joined us this evening, the folks that have entered the community for the first time, what I want to say to you is that you can check out the rest of our socials at the links below. And it's so fucking cool that we get to tell the story with all of you. I have assembled the most stellar cast in the entire world. One of them happens to be literally the most wonderful person on the entire planet. I feel pretty biased. They're my spouse, so a little biased. But no, it's actually a pleasure to play with these players. Like it's absolutely incredible to be able to experience the Cosmere with people that are passionate about it in the same way that I am. So it's been a delight telling this story. I want to encourage you to if you've missed any episodes, that the vast majority of them are posted on YouTube. You can catch up on the very first season now, and join the Discord, where you will get the most recent updates for all of our content when we go live, what our next campaign plans are going to be, community involvement. You can chat with the cast members, you can ask questions, etc., within reason. we will catch you next Tuesday for the next episode of The Last Ideal. Sanguine Dominion is still off for one last week, and then we will be back with the final season of Sanguine Dominion. I know, I can't believe it's been this long. And yeah, we'll see y'all on the internet, folks. We're just gonna find somebody really quick to raid out to. That's what we're gonna do really quick. I'm always so unprepared for this.
No.
Is T-Pain live? No, it doesn't matter because he doesn't let us fucking raid him anymore because he, he fell out of love with us, and that's okay. Like, he's just a club husband, and we don't hang out at the club. Shout out to the deep cuts because I know his music because I actually love him. T-Pain, let me love you. let me share my community with you. I think you're amazing. We're gonna raid into Captain Robert. He's actually live. So yeah. We are absolutely gonna do that. Oh wait, no. Bam. Oop, bam. So ta-ta for now, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Thanks for playing along with us, and thanks for going along with the bits and enjoying the story, even a fucking absolute sliver the way that we are, because I have to say these are some of the best fucking characters and players and stories that I've told in a long time. These people are fucking great. So first of all, follow them all. So all right, see you on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.